And welcome to Yellow Jacket Esports here for the Smash and this morning, I almost said tonight, we have a good one for the Yellow Jackets. We have 2-0 your BW Yellow Jackets going up against Indiana Wesleyan University, which are 1-2. So not the best start for them. They had to play against a pretty competent roster so far, I believe. Um, yeah, they had to play Mount Union and Shawnee State. No, actually, they're 0-3. They had to play Tiffin, University of Mount Union, and Shawnee State University. Um, three really tough teams. Three teams that have gotten better over the past year. So nothing to hang your head over. But BW being 2-0. Um, but both wins were in 2-1 fashion, which is not the most convincing that you want. Tiffin BW versus Tiffin was 2-1, and USF versus BW was 2-1 as well.
Might be there. I thought we won that one 2-0. So
Maybe.
I think someone messed that up a little bit.
Either way, I remember that game being close.
Yeah.
But not the most convincing of wins, but hopefully BW can change that tonight or today. Um, but yeah, looking at BW's roster, the usual eloquence on Sora, Lucky Lewis on whoever he feels today. I feel like the Greninja would be better against this team overall, but um, also against this team, if he feels more comfortable with Sephiroth, the Sephiroth could probably do better. This is the button check. Um, so yeah, just warming up, trying to test the lag, trying to see how bad it is. Hopefully, it's not as bad as playing from Indiana versus Ohio. Um, but yeah, Jake, looking at this other team right now, we have Top Point and Doge Master GLEC, who both play Bowser. Um, Luigi Boy on Dark Samus, which is one of their better players. Dane on Inkling, Yeti on Dr. Mario, and then an unknown or an unnamed because I couldn't find them. Toon Link and Sonic. So yeah, a lot of mystery from this team of with the especially with the two Bowsers. Young Link is just a matchup check online because there's so much delay that all of Young Link's buttons just feel so much faster. Um, and especially Heavy's online as well. They they are allowed that if you miss your combos, they just live even longer. And Heavy's already live very long in this game. So it is going to be sending in Lucky Lewis on Greninja. Now, as they're picking the stage, Jake, what do you see? What do you expect to see out of these two teams right now?
For Indiana Wesleyan, as a new school kind of being here and stuff, how are they going to rebound being 0-3? Like what is the different strategy that they're going with? Are they maybe sending in like their top player first, or are they using them as an anchor? So it's really just kind of see how they mix it up from those first three games that they played and how they kind of can adjust to us.
Oh,
So,
Jake, you're muted.
so I'm
Thank you, Benny.
What about now? Hello. Yep, I think that's
Okay,
working now.
there we go.
Yep. All right. So, thank you, Benny, for that. So as I was kind of saying is that, kind of see how they rebound from being 0-3 with them being new to the league, them kind of just trying to feel out what each team here identity kind of is. They got to see Mount Union, their kind of new roster with them losing the Pikachu main, and also kind of going through Tiffin, who just got the new Misor fighter, and then also kind of with us too. We're a little bit different than we are from last year as well too,
Yeah,
where we don't have our Yoshi player here anymore. Um, so it's really going to see how they kind of adjust to us. But then for our goals for us today, is like how can we continue that momentum, right? So can we continue? Can we start the season off 3-0, but making sure we're doing it the right way, and making smart decisions on who we send in, and kind of just adjusting to what Indiana Wesleyan comes our way. Because with them just being as new learn about us, we got to learn about them.
yeah. And one thing that I want to think about, and I want BW to think about as well, is how far can this team go without our lead?
Hmm.
How can we mix up instead of being dominant on the person that should have been MVP last semester in eloquence, in my humble opinion. Instead of just relying on him, how do we play with our other players? Because we have a lot of stars on this team, and I think that
Hmm.
depending on the team, it could just be a who's who of who are we going to allow shine this week because anyone on our
Hmm.
team can go on a crazy run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say you even saw it last, or was it 2 weeks ago, our first game against Tiffin. Um, Paul or Sephiroth main, just popped off.
Yep.
Like something that we know he can do, but it's just kind of great to see kind of kick off the season from that. But you're like you said, anyone on this team, pretty much anyone in the Smash program can have their day.
Yeah. And especially with this team, like once again, the double Bowser's really throwing me off because it's like one could play Bowser and then the other one could play Sonic, and it's like, okay,
Hmm.
we're going from a really heavy character to Sonic, who's super fast. And it looks like we are starting off the game with the Bowser, and I believe that might be um, top point. Um, hopefully they get his name is as well. As we start off this matchup, this is actually one of if not Bowser's absolute worst matchup. Um, Bowser usually has a hard time going in against Greninja. Um, Not really struggling right now with an easy 81% with that Flame Breath. And now Paul getting those dash attacks, 43% up to 61, 78 just like that. And now this is the issue with the matchup. How the heck does Bowser go back on stage? And the answer might be he cannot, as he's still off stage with that back air, recovering high, just rinse and repeat.
Wow.
Going for it again, and another back air, and that's going to take the stock
Let's
for
go, Paul.
BW.
Lucky Luis is doing it again. That edge guarding was fantastic.
Yeah, just it doesn't look as impressive as it actually is, but got to get the job done. Living that F tilt, that flame breath, a free like 20% ish. Missing the heavy hitbox of the down air, which is really good because that would have absolutely taken the stock from Lucky Lewis. And now Greninja with Rage. You do not want Greninja to do more percent because he already has a lot of percent. Another down air though. This Bowser really likes to do those down airs. He did it for advantage. He did it for disadvantage. I wonder if he does it in neutral. He tried it again right there, 91%, and then goes for it again straight into up B. Only 1% so far. And Lucky Lewis getting grabbed. The side B connects for only 23%, and that back air does another 20-ish percent. Now the forward throw off stage into back air. Tell me if you've seen this movie before. There it is again. 144 has to recover again, and this game sucks. A bit of a trade, and still the down smash sending the other way, missing that one, but getting the down tilt, missing the up smash, but 169. Greninja can kill. This is where the matchup gets interesting because Greninja has a hard time killing if it's not a hard combo. I mean, if it's a combo, and at these high percents, Greninja doesn't really have those combos. And Bowser with Rage is scary, except for when you get hit by that forward air. And that's another stock taken by Lucky Lewis. And then the dash attack, rinse and repeat, another up air. Missing the second one, though, just to do that all over again. Another 36. What have you seen out of Lucky Lewis right now that you want him to repeat, not only in this game, but if he wins the next game?
How aggressive he's really being right now. Like he is not letting the Bowser kind of like dictate this game at all. You know, Lucky Luis is really kind of just bringing it to him, not letting him breathe whatsoever. And I feel like with Bowser too, you can't really let him get his hands on you. Kind of like that right there. So he's doing a good job of keeping his space and making sure that he's attacking at the right opportunities. So he needs to keep doing that throughout, and he might even get an extra shot here and go up with a 2-0 lead or 2-stock lead going into the next round.
Yeah, that down B misses the platform as well, but that one's almost alive. He avoided the top platform, which was good, but 117 on Bowser. Bowser with Rage might just kill you here, so Paul has to play this carefully. Goes for the high up B again, barely misses the Greninja down smash, but doesn't avoid that one, and that's going to take the stock and, well, players number one for favoring the Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was a really good job there by Lucky Luis too. And now it's kind of be interesting who
We can't save the replay.
That's fair. We got the stream. We don't need to save replays.
But like, what if we did?
Yeah, that's fair. For those that are watching and don't know what the replays are, the big thing is like for when we watch VOD and stuff, and we can't record it through like OBS or anything like that. We're like save the replay, and there's so many different weird ways that when I walked in that they have some sign up that says save the replay. So mine I've seen on notebooks, it's even on chalk like a movable chalkboard, even on the TV or the screens that we have in the arena.
I was gonna
So
say, Lucky Lewis's new thing is putting it on the monitors. So, yeah,
that makes sense. Got to utilize the monitors, right? Got to utilize what we have.
yeah.
So what are some things that you saw there in that first round that you liked?
Kind of what you said, the edge guarding. I mean, the aggression. But what I wanted to see more, which was really good out of Lucky Lewis, was the edge guarding.
Hmm.
Also, thank you, Betty, for the prime.
Hmm.
But other than that, just Greninja's one of Greninja's main flaws is kill power.
Hmm.
But if you just keep them in the corner, Greninja eventually is going to have to take a stock because you're not recovering,
Hmm.
and it's just a rinse and repeat over and over again. Um, but now for the Yellow Jacket, now for Indiana Wesleyan,
Hmm.
uh,
It's gonna get some of you
commentating,
too.
yeah, commentating two teams this semester. The first one was Esports U,
Hmm.
and it was Illinois Wesleyan, and now we're playing against Indiana Wesleyan.
Hmm.
It's been a struggle.
A lot of Wesleyans
Um,
going around.
yeah, but Luigi Boy on Dark Samus, going in for Indiana Wesleyan University. Greninja Dark Samus is interesting. Dark Samus is the character that if you want to camp, um, that's kind of it. But other than that, just with Greninja, he is able to go in super quickly.
Hmm.
It's just trying to mix up the timing. Is Luigi Boy going to be able to learn um, Paul's habits before
Hmm.
he's able to mix it up? Um, but other than that, it's just figuring out how to get around Samus's projectiles, and for Luigi Boy, how to stay as far away as possible from Greninja,
Hmm.
because that's exactly how it's going to have to be played. Um, and yeah, they're starting their bands, picking up the stages as well.
Hmm.
Um,
I would say for those that don't usually typically watch Smash a lot or know kind of it,
you should watch more.
you should watch more. Very, very fun to watch. So how would you rate this matchup for Lucky Louise going in against Dark Samus?
I made that face because they're playing on Town and City, which is a very interesting matchup. This matchup overall is, I believe, I want to say favoring in Greninja,
Hmm.
because Greninja's just super fast and is able to go in as quickly and almost whenever he wants.
Hmm.
But but instead of that, it's the argument of if this Samus knows how to camp well, space their moves, and make it a harder time for Greninja to go in. On Town and City, the blast zones are closer on the sides,
Hmm.
so charge shot kills quicker, but so does Greninja's forward air. Um, yeah, I kind of want to say it's favored Greninja, but it might just be even. I luckily, not luckily, but I don't play either of these characters. But yeah, as we start with the dash attack, my thing for Lucky Lewis right now is to at least take this one stock, the up air into back air that drops, which allows him
Wow.
to get another dash attack and reset the situation.
So he's doing exactly what he did. He's keeping that pressure on him.
Yeah, and 71% just like that. And Luigi Boy playing the Samus game, you approach the shield, you get an up B. If you don't approach, you get a lot of projectiles. But either way, Lucky Lewis with the percent lead, but knocked off stage right now. Samus's ledge trapping is good. Gets hit by jab 2, which is not a good move, but gets hit by that forward smashers is a good move. And that is going to be stock, and that's going to be an even game just like that. One thing for Samus is that ledge trapping is key, and Luigi Boy, he just had two opportunities while it was at ledge, and he took both of those opportunities of saying, "Hey,
Hmm.
you didn't let the Bowser get off the ledge. You're not going to get off the ledge either."
Yeah. I say that is really good adjusting just from them being able to kind of watch that first round, and kind of to adjust to Lucky Luis there. Um, but as for BW here, who do you think they would probably would what are some options for us that we probably could counter that Samus?
The most obvious one is Yada Yada on Game and Watch.
Hmm.
Game and Watch Samus is I'm right. Um, but Game and Watch Samus is not the most fun for Samus. It's going to be a lot of bucket. Um, because whatever projectile Dark Samus sends at him, um, Game & Watch is able to bucket it, and if it's
Hmm.
especially charge shot, he's able to throw it back at Samus, and if he does, Samus dies at like 2.
Hmm.
Um, but other than that, like what Benny said, I would have definitely thought about the Falco, but I don't know if our Falco players here yet? Question mark.
Yeah,
Um,
we gotta see where they're at. They're a
yeah,
little late today.
and then it's just going to be checking on stages. I feel like they're going to ban Battlefield, but either way, for Yada Yada, he is going to have to. I want him to play less aggressive. He has a tendency of just wanting to hit all of Game and Watch's buttons
Hmm.
on you, and just sometimes it just works anyways because it's Game and Watch. But now for Samus, for while we're playing against other people in this league, he has to be more careful. He has to play more slow. Um, Sadly, the play lame win game type of
Hmm.
approach. As much as we are trying to get viewers, we're trying to get wins first.
Yep. Hmm.
Um,
It's competition at the end of the day. Like you do whatever you can to get your advantage, so you help. As much as Smash is an individual game, you have to set your teammates up for success too. So it looks like we're about to get started here.
yep, and we're getting started on Smashville, which is going to be a lot of which is a smaller high blast zone. Um, yeah, that means that the top of the screen is easier to kill. It also means that there's not a lot of space, which could go both ways. It will be more ledge trapping. That's a good jump call out for an easy 36. And then
Wow.
that breaks the tether, trying to recover low. Doesn't make it. A quick 0 to death by Yada Yada.
I would say that's huge. That's a huge advantage going into this round.
Yeah, and just like that, already another 43. This is why we send in Game & Watch. Game & Watch is the way that Yada Yada plays, he could be the most aggressive player on the team, but on other times he could just take it slow, but this time he's choosing to be the aggressor with a quick 109, 117, and has to recover. Game & Watch's ledge trapping is good, but he misses it there, but doesn't miss that. No tech as well. 15% only on Yada Yada going against Luigi Boy.
I would say he's really not letting the Samus do whatever they want.
He's not letting the Samus breathe.
Not at all.
It's COVID all over again. He's stuck in the corner.
Social distancing.
Yeah, the Samus has to start getting something going. This ledge trapping scenario just up B's right over it. The Luigi Boy likes going for that down B into forward smash. I think the idea is to hit the when you're ledge trapping, he wants you to hit the down B, and then with the spacing, you would get hit by the forward smash anyways. But with ledge trapping, here's Game and Watch having Dark Samus on the ledge. Tried going for the down smash, but misses. 81 to 100 right now. Um, those forward airs are just so good from Game and Watch. Um, Now it's going to be a lot of neutral, a lot of throwing out projectiles. Who is going to get hit first? Good call out by that. And the down smash, forward smash takes the 3 stock with only 90%. And now that's a quick 9-6 lead for BW.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say wow.
Yeah.
I would say that only took him, I think, maybe less than 2 minutes. And I would say Yada there, he was on a mission. He must have got a pep talk from one of the guys in there or someone on the team because he came out swinging with a quick 3 stocks. Wow.
Yeah, it was dominant. Yeah, yeah, thanks, Benny. Um, but yeah, the Samus was like you could tell when somebody's getting overwhelmed
Hmm.
pretty easily in this game, and the Samus was getting overwhelmed. That is something good to know, not only for this round, but for the next round as well.
Hmm.
Because I was even thinking like last year. Last year we would struggle against Samus,
Hmm.
because just online projectiles in general sucks to play against,
Yeah.
especially for our team. But now with Yada Yada, that's a quick answer.
Yeah.
Not only with the aggression, but with the idea of bucket and with Falco as well. But just I did not think it was going to be. Yeah, Benny said it in the chat. We do have the answer now, which just makes me so much more excited for this season.
Hmm.
Um, it's also going to be interesting who they're going to send out next because Game & Watch is kind of the I feel like it's a jack of all trades character, and they're sending in Dane, their captain, not on the usual Inkling, but on Sora.
Wow.
I wonder if Yada Yada has ever played against a
I don't.
Sora.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe not
Maybe,
too much.
maybe. Okay.
Oh
Anyways,
man.
If you don't understand the joke, Eloquence is our Sora player and my co-captain,
Mhm.
um, and he plays against us a lot.
A lot.
Um, Sora Game and Watch is not a matchup I thought I'd see today.
Mm-mm.
Um,
I don't think they even in the VOD that we watched before. Did they have Sora on that?
no, I watched two different VODs and I scrubbed through all of GLEC and I
Mm-hmm.
did not see a Sora.
So the only
So
Sora that I know of is from Mountain Union too. That's the only other Sora in the GLEC that we know about. So this is gonna be new for us,
yeah,
kind of be able to get to watch this and see what Dane's got. Gonna be very, very interesting to watch.
yeah, and going from Inkling to Sora, they relatively have the same game of just like trying to combo to high percent,
Hmm.
um, and then just with aerials specifically taking the stock.
Hmm.
Sora's unfortunately a bit more consistent,
Yeah.
but that's just because I feel like it's just because he's DLC. Because both of the characters are very inconsistent when it comes to killing. You can live to either 180 or 90. There's almost no in between. Um, but yeah, as our captain B bans the stages because he's the one that knows what stages to ban against Sora. Um, Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and Smashville, which means we'll go PS2. So PS2 is different from Small Battlefield because the stage is longer, which supports a more campy play. Um, and also the bottom parts of the stage also favors characters with a bit worse recovery because PS2 you can just like Incineroar recovers super consistently, and Incineroar doesn't have the best recovery in the world. And now, already starting with the Nair, just starting off cold because because Yada Yada didn't lose the stock. Forward air 3 does 16%. And now this matchup's really interesting. I don't know how this goes. Um, Dane did go for the counter though, which gets him a down throw up air for his troubles. And now 55 to 24. Um, so once again, I feel like most of this matchup is Sora trying to go in while Game & Watch is also trying to go in, but Sora has a sword, so he's able to space it. Um, but other than that, it's just a lot of Sora trying to get his combos on a character that can break out of combos.
Hmm.
Um, Tried going for the early kill there with the up B though. That probably would have taken the stock on Game & Watch. Game & Watch is extremely light. That was a scary sight for the Sora. But back throw into nothing much right now. A bit of neutral play. The Sora's really aggressive.
Hmm.
If you see Eloquence play, or I would even say like Cornball, who's another really good Sora in Ohio. They play more patiently. They bait and punish, but this Sora just wants to play the game. He
Hmm.
wants to go in, and he wants you to make a mistake.
So he must be fired up after seeing what happened the last round, thinking that he can push the agenda on this one.
Yeah, and the back air um, does reset neutral. A lot of forward airs swinging out by this Sora. Gets connected by Nair, though, for another forward air. Both players evenly in percent right now. The dash attack doesn't take the stock, but that one, oh, Sora's bad. Um, sorry, B, even though you're probably going to watch this VOD. Back throw doesn't kill yet, and forward air doesn't kill, goes for all of the side Bs. So Sora's side B is Sonic Blade, and it has 3 hits, or it has an optional 3 hits. You could just go for the first one as the bomb takes the stock. You could cancel it at any time for the first one. You have to always go either left or right. But other than that, the next 2, you can control where it goes. As that was a quick 32, and if he went for an up B, that might have taken the stock. Yeah, Dane is playing very aggressively with that side B. Almost didn't grab the ledge, but does take the stock with the dash attack. Jake, what have you seen out of Yada Yada throughout this matchup?
You know, from when he was playing Dark Samus last round, you know, super aggressive, kind of having his way a little bit with what he wanted to do. This time he can still be super aggressive, but he's also being patient in the attacks that he's making. You know, he's not being he's being aggressive, but he's being a smart aggressive. You know, so he's really keeping it on the Sora because he's trying to match that aggressiveness, but also trying to use that aggressiveness against the Sora to kind of make him make a mistake.
Yeah. Um, One thing that I've seen that he could work on, the Sora's already countered about 3 times, and the most he punished was with grab. That down smash is a crime, by the way, as he went for it again. Sora pretty much jumps over or has invulnerability on the lower half of him when he does that down smash. So if you miss, you die because he just decided to jump over your move, and just like he just dies by getting hit by that down air. And now Yada Yada. Game & Watch with Rage is definitely an interesting thing. I don't think it affects his combos much, but it does give him more percent when he does combo. And now going for a dash attack. Rolls to the corner though. The back throw will not take the stock yet. He didn't go for the up B that time, which was an interesting thing because the Sora just kept going for the high up Bs. And now we are playing Chef. And you took 42 because you lost to Chef.
He's just cooking over there.
Yeah, literally. And now Dane going for the 3 side Bs. He's been doing that pretty often. Another 64 total just off of that. And there's that down smash. Because he tried to grab him while he was in the down smash animation. Okay. All right, come on, guys. Yeah, Yada Yada with the down smash of his own, but doesn't connect, gets frozen, and now Sora's spells are pretty good for Let's... We move on to the next game.
Wow. No way.
That was an experience that I had to see today.
Wow.
Sora accidentally fast falling. I will be more professional, I apologize. But yeah, the Sora, he was doing all right. He definitely wasn't a type of Sora that we're used to seeing. He was very much like trying to control center stage with jump, forward air, 1, 2, 3, and then retreating. And then once again, did a lot of counters and a lot of down airs, in which you never see from the average Sora because, except for down air, which is you can kind of get away with, counter is one of the worst moves in general. Even though, yes, I play a character with the counter, it's an interesting point. Speaking of point, they're setting in top point with Rob. So the Bowser player that I thought that was in round 1 was actually Grandmaster GLEC and top point playing Rob. So
we didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm like, there goes my research. I feel horrible.
I'll say they're again, like they said, they're new. They're a new school, so like, hey, we're gonna throw everything in the book at them and just kind of see what we can get, right?
Yeah, and the kitchen sink. They're probably why our station flooded. Anyways,
Yep.
Game & Watch Rob. Yada Yada could definitely take a stock. Rob is a big body that gets stuck in combos very easily, but when Rob gets to play the game, he's one of the best at it. Rob Gyro Nair could lead to 0 to deaths. Laser is a good camping tool, even though Game & Watch can bucket it. Side B, if you get caught by it, you off stage, you die very early. Once again, very interesting going from being used to playing a character like Bowser to Rob. Rob is very combo oriented. And Bowser is not. Bowser is looking for 2-piece hits, and it does as much as any other combo because Bowser hurts a lot. So yeah, like what Benny says in the chat, a lot of losing matchups for Indiana Weslyan, which then comes down to gameplay. How much do you know your character? And I think that's something we have advantage of. Okay, this Rob has already rolled like 4 times.
I say, what does the rolling do? Like,
the roll gives you invincibility, and it lets you. It's like a moving shield.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or pretty much like a dodge. as he's gone for another side B, and he gets stuck in a Game & Watch combo, which involves a lot of nair, a lot of up air, another nair, just like that. 76, the up B to 83, and now Chef at the ledge. How's he going to go past? The double jump succeeded, but gets hit by the forward air, and then another side B coming out from Rob. Laser didn't grab the gyro, almost connected with the back air. That back air will almost guaranteed kill Game & Watch at this percent. Another landing side B gets hit by the late hit. Rob's side B is very interesting because the move lasts longer than it looks. And you could also time how much it lasts how long it lasts as well.
And cooking again.
Yep, yada yada. Cooking up with the chef. The down smash, forward smash connects, and that's another stock favoring BW. And yada yada with another one on his own personal.
I would say he loves what are those, like pancakes? What is he cooking up, throwing at him?
I forgot what it is. It's either sausage or bacon.
Okay, so that might be a fish.
I was gonna say that one looked like a fish. And now we're not interacting, and that's a laser. But Game & Watch can even bucket gyro. Bucketing gyro makes it reflect, which means that if Rob tries to go near the gyro, it hits him instead.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, this is the game we're playing. Rob, Game & Watch can be campy. Both characters usually get their combos by going in, but Rob can definitely play the far and away game. That side B was a hard call out that didn't work. Goes for the gyro, goes for the forward air, misses, and doesn't tech, and then tried teching too late. So that's another stock favoring yada yada, and then he died.
Hey, that is some extra credit if I've ever seen some extra credit before, you know? Oh,
yeah, that is really good. That was really good for yada yada, taking 8 stocks for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
I was gonna say fortunately for us, I'm not gonna say unfortunately for them. Fortunately for us, as the team starts roasting me for commentator cursing, I apologize. I'm doing my job.
I'm gonna have to put a sign up out there or something. I know that we're in broadcast. Like, what are we doing?
But what's it called? Fortunately for us, we have played against a Rob that's a very similar style, which involves a lot of rolling. Last semester his tag was flapjacks, and he would do literally either side B or down tilt, and then he would roll away. And then his favorite thing, no matter what, it would do laser, gyro, and then if you approach side B.
Oh, okay.
And from what I saw, Top Point was doing almost the exact same thing. And I kind of had flashbacks. I was like, wow, I played against this Rob before. I don't know why.
Something seems a little familiar here.
Yes, something's wrong. I could feel it. But yeah, now we're sending in tactics on Snake. Snake Rob is not a good matchup for Snake, but I know Tactics is really confident in this matchup. A lot of projectiles, kind of for both players, but Snake will out-projectile a lot of characters in this game, including Rob. Grenades is going to be really hard for the Rob to play around. But what do you think, how do you think about this matchup, especially this is a relatively bad matchup for Snake, but this is a 3-stock lead, and we have a whole other person in the back just in case.
I mean, like you said, we only really need to take 1 stock, right? And some of the things that if you want to improve, you want to get better on, you got to go against those battles that you typically aren't the greatest in. And it goes back to what you said earlier about knowing your character, right? So if it is a bad matchup, but you know your character very, very well, then you have an opportunity to kind of make something happen and hopefully kind of turn the tides on them to kind of see okay, BW sending tactics on Snake against Rob, not a good matchup, but what can tactics do to kind of silence all that of it being a bad matchup?
Yeah. And I know he's practiced this matchup. He's studied a lot of very exclusive tech that only works on Rob. Benny, I don't listen to you. This feels losable for Snake. But other than that, this matchup I mean, not excluding this matchup. I'm done talking about the matchup. They're about to play the game, but Hollow is a really good pick for Snake because the top platform he is able to put C4 there. It's not as good on as it is on Smashville, because if he does it on Smashville, if you even look at the platform weird and you're too close, it just explodes. Um, but for Hollow, the center platform is very crucial. Also, the side B's reflector, especially for that. He was he was below the C4 on the platform, and it still hit him because of how big the C4 hitbox is. This is where the matchup gets difficult, though. It's for recovering. The up smash connects. The side B doesn't. Um, the up air misses as well, but once again gets hit by that down B. One thing that Tackett can do, every time this Rob goes for a hard commit on the side B, he could punish it with C4, except for that one. He didn't have it planted. But other than that, the Nikita helping him recover, and Top Point playing this a bit more clean. It definitely looks like he had to warm up the Rob, and unfortunately the warm up was against the Game & Watch that's really good at comboing. The up air lost the minigame. Yeah, that up air will either kill you at 80 or you live or you live past 150. The up smash scoops, but the down B also connects. Another side B on the Rob, going to recover high, which is Snake's best option for recovery. Top Point has a low shield, and once again, the side B is a reflector, but he falls for the down B. Still alive, though.
Wow.
This game lies sometimes. As he rolls past all the projectiles, I feel like he's looking for another side B. Gets hit by down tilt. There it is. Rolls away once again. And now it's going to be, how is Tactics going to approach? Because Snake's kill moves mostly come from him being close. The down air almost takes a stock from Tactics. Has to be really careful with that. 175 on the Rob at this point. I believe down tilt is starting to kill at this point. Grenade almost does. 129. Another side B. This should be an up tilt. Never mind.
Okay.
Yep, the down B, that was planned the whole time. Yeah, this Rob definitely, you could definitely tell it's not a main, but he has definitely practiced this
Yeah.
before. But BW with a, what was that, 5-0 lead, for us to win round number 1, which is a great start for BW. Now it's going to be rolling on to round number 2. How is BW going to adapt? And my question for you, who do you think we should start?
Think we could start. Well, it really depends. Like, who do we think that Indiana Wesleyan is going to start, right? Like, are they going to go back with the Bowser, right? I think that they should start with Yadi Yadi. I think that he's kind of had a groove of what is going on today. Like just being super aggressive, and he's had relatively great matchups so far. So I said, like, why not start with the guy that's been having such a strong day so far? And then you can kind of just go from there and decide who you want to send in from that.
Yeah, I would say, like, yes, that is true, and yes, I think that's good. I would also think of saving Yada Yada
That's
because
true. Yep.
nobody else has played against the Samus. Um, Lucky Lewis did and had a bit of a struggle. But other than that, Yada Yada cleaned house.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's going to be saving him for the matchups with characters that kind of get stuck at the ledge. Like, we have an Ike get stuck on the
Yeah.
ledge. Sora, ledge trapping is one of his bigger weaknesses. Um, yeah, just a lot of characters can get stuck on the ledge, especially against Samus. So I think I'd rather save Yada Yada until the Samus comes out. Um,
But we are going to take a quick 5-minute break so that we can use the restroom and whatnot. So we will be right back.
right now, which we are going to go back to. I almost said PlayStation 2, Pokemon Stadium 2.
Really old
I
school.
wish I could go back to PlayStation 2, but I'm El Tiburon, joined by Coach Jake Grasso.
hmm
Um,
I would say welcome. And before we kind of get started, too, if you have a Twitch Prime sub, please use that for us as it helps fundraise the program. So anything that you can donate or sub or subscribe, whatever, lets us do a lot more cool and amazing things. So please hit that sub button if you have a free sub.
Yeah, if you do. And they are sending in, or BW is sending in Gay Rat on Little Mac going up against Dane on the Sora. I think it's really interesting that the Sora, I mean Dane didn't decide to go his main. His main is usually Inkling, but going Soul Sora, and for um for Gay Rat, he's just kind of the pick of, we think we're going to overwhelm you, and Little Mac's just going to hit all his buttons. Unfortunately, it's not working quite yet, as that's a unanswered 76 right now. But you've seen Garrett play
hmm
one time or another. How do you feel of just like his playstyle in general?
I think his playstyle is like it's somewhat aggressive, but I mean, playing with Little Mac, you gotta get close, right? So he always likes to be close to his opponents. And once he gets going, kind of just like they're already at 59%, just coming back after being down so much, and his edge
Yeah,
guarding. Oh
and
my goodness!
yeah, once Gayrat starts going, it's hard to stop him. But it's just going through that warm up period. It was going through that 103% before he was able to take the stock. Um, and now the side Bs connect. Once again, side B for Sora is a very interesting move. I feel like a lot of Sora players will say it's good, um, but it's hard to punish. But that doesn't mean it's good. But once again, the forward air takes the stock for Dane and Indiana Weslyan as we see another 1-2-3 piece combo. No biscuit. Barely misses that F smash and takes a jab for his troubles. But that up smash just hitting hard and then calling out the down air with the F tilt. Um, and now this is when Gay Rat just starts to get aggressive. This is when he starts figuring out, okay, he's going to. Gay Rat, what he does is he likes to, what's it called? He likes to just try to figure out when people go in. As that up smash
Wow.
kills, I was really surprised.
I was waiting for Sora to come back down.
Yeah. Well, he's back down now, and now he's at kill percent. And if he did an air dodge, that would have been the stock. But
So close.
Gay Rat, what he does, it takes a bit of a while for him to learn his opponent on the fly, but when he does, he gets to do a lot of crazy stuff because once he gets in your head, he lives rent free. As 81% already on Dane, and Dane having to recover,
Wow.
gets a get up attack just to take up smash to the face, and that is going to be an 11-9 lead favoring the Jackets.
I'll say a lot of great things from Gay Rat there. Like you said, like it started
Are
off
we
a little.
allowed to say that on stream, Gay Rat?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
that's the tag.
Why do we
So,
always do G then?
new person run stream. No, I'm kidding. We'll fix it. But yeah, no, like a lot of great things from kind of like that 70%. Kind of just digging that hole there and digging himself out. Only still has two stocks left, right?
Yeah.
So kind of just getting up in personal with Sora there. And really just playing the way that he usually plays.
Yeah, and now Indiana Wesleyan just trying to get into their head. They're in a bit of a predicament because I feel like they're just trying to save Luigi Boy on Dark Samus, but if they send him in now, as they do send him in now, like that is the right answer. That is the direct counter pick to Little Mac,
hmm
but that means we could just send in Yada Yada just as quickly.
hmm
Um, and right when we send him in, it's okay. Does Luigi Boy adapt? Does Yada Yada get another 3 stock? And then after that, what's your answer to Game and Watch?
Yeah. I would say like, I mean, we've seen a wide variety of characters today. Like who can counter Gaming Watch?
Sorties can.
hmm
I say that very lightly because the sortie I play,
hmm
which it has a hard time recovering. But Game and Watch, just if you don't have a consistent way to recover,
Hmm.
you saw Chef.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
it does so much damage, and he can edge guard you with his up B and the back airs, and you just get stuck.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, what you want to do against Game and Watch, especially with swords, is like don't let them be super far away, but
Hmm.
like play the mid-range game.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
is probably, in my opinion, Game and Watch's weakest point is the mid-range game because if you guys are both playing far, that means you're probably wanting to shoot a projectile, and if
Hmm.
you do, he buckets it. Um, if you also if you start getting predictable of how you run away,
Hmm.
you just get caught in his combos even more. Um, and if you want to play up close, Game and Watch has really good buttons up close,
Hmm.
and if you try to overwhelm him, he has um, one of the best ways in the game as an up B to get out of pressure. As we go to PS2 once again, um, yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Before we even think about um, Game and Watch, we got to think about Gay Rat
That's true.
and
That's very true.
Little Mac. What I want to see, I think he could take at least one.
Hmm.
He could get into the Samus's head. He has a very, I call it like processing speed,
Okay.
because like for me of like trying to adapt to a character, it's like dealing with the processing
Hmm.
speed. Um, this guy does not have Internet Explorer. This this guy processes very quickly. Um,
So is this usually a good matchup? This is like I don't know, I said earlier. Is this not a good usually matchup for Little
this
Mac?
is yeah. It's funny because I could say that about literally almost every single matchup for
That's true.
Little Mac,
Hmm.
but yeah, this is not good on paper, but that is a 43% that says otherwise. The up tilt misses the up smash though. Try just armoring through the projectiles, um, which the neutral B is able to armor. That's when Little Mac starts charging his fist, um, which is able to do it. I mean, which is able to armor through a good amount of weak moves. But if you just keep throwing the moves out, it hurts. The down tilt up. I mean, the down tilt KO punch misses. Now he has to recover, and he is able to make it. Um, Went for the up smash, but takes a Little Mac punch straight to the face. Um, and now calling out the roll, and that F tilt takes it. And now Gay Rat with the momentum, trying to continue to see how much more he could do with this. Only 93, and if you don't get the right moves with Samus, well, if you don't get the right moves with any character, you're able to live super long. Um, he's able to survive that and mixes up his recovery to avoid that one. The charge shots hurt. The up B is not able to take the stock, but this up throw definitely does. Um, Now it's going to be 39% just like that. Um, but that's a 46. The projectiles on Samus really makes this a bad matchup for Little Mac. And now has to recover, which he does. What does he do for the ledge trapping? Goes for the F smash again. That's about the third time he's gone for that F smash on ledge within these two games. And you hit Little Mac, which is your fault, so that's a KO punch. And barely misses the recovery, misses that F smash, but the down smash breaks through, breaks KO punch. So unfortunately, Garrett doesn't have that anymore. Believe he still might be able to take it. That F tilt hurts really bad and puts Samus in a bad position to recover. Hits the down tilt, and the down smash sends the wrong way. And now another high recovery, but mixes it to go on ledge. And that's another get up attack and another F tilt
Let's go.
by Gay Rat. Now it's 7-10. Now Luigi Boy having to figure out what to do against Little Mac, which Little Mac, he is one of, if not the worst characters in the game, but one thing he can do, he could play a grounded game better, I mean, just as much as the best of them. He's definitely a boxer at heart, and his movement is so good. Um,
You got to think too. The Samus here is trying to put the team in the best position possible, and they finally get the
there it
stock
is.
there. So
Finally. Um, yeah, and yeah, Benny, even with Bowser, it's like you said, even with Bowser, it is interesting.
mhm,
Um, but yeah, all you need is like 2 hits against, I mean, as Bowser, and it takes the stock.
mhm.
But now it's going to be Little Mac versus whoever they send out next. This team definitely is going through an uphill battle right now, dealing with not only Gay Rat on Little Mac, but Yada Yade's Game and Watch and the rest of the team, which has already been playing good, but now it's going to be a big lead for the Yellow Jackets. How are they going to respond? Um, and what they have left, I would say from what I saw, but I guess what I saw was incorrect. Um,
What?
wait,
Okay. So, yeah.
I thought we won it.
Hmm?
I thought we won it. I'm tripping.
No, we lost
Okay,
it.
but still,
Yeah.
either way, with my brain fart aside, it's still an uphill battle for the Yellow Jackets. I mean, not for the Yellow Jackets, for Indiana Wesleyan.
Hmm.
Um, and we're sending in our captain, not on Sora, but on Iggy.
Yeah.
Which is definitely going to be a fun time for everyone involved, except for the Samus player. Um,
I would say the him bringing out the Iggy right now. I mean, we know he has it,
yeah,
but didn't
he's
expect to bring him
intending to
out
have
this.
fun.
Yeah, I'm not. Didn't expect it to bring out this early in the season, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, the Iggy 2 days ago on Thursday helped us win our Nace match, which did not look good, and then he just went in his little cart, and then everyone else exploded. Don't really know how that
He was
happened.
just cruising.
Yep. We he definitely loves driving around. Um, so Iggy Samus is interesting. I was just talking to him about it because we ran into a Samus on Thursday that gave him trouble. When it's so weird because Iggy, when he's on stage, most people don't know how to deal with it because it's like, what the heck is this character?
Yeah.
But right when they figure out, oh shoot, Samus is the better character. Iggy just gets stuck in the corner really bad. Kind of like what we saw with Lucky Lewis going against the Bowser. I mean, not obviously, but not as bad. Um, he is able to live longer and makes his recoveries a bit better. But other than that, it can be really bad because Dark Samus has the ledge trapping tools, and Iggy does not like getting ledge trapped.
So what do you think the key is for like Dark Samus who have one stock left? Their team's kind of at a disadvantage here, with us only being our second player, them being on their second player. So what do they have to do here to kind of get back into it?
For them to fully get back into it, they need to keep Eloquence in the corner. Iggy gets ledge trapped once again really hard, and if he's stuck in the corner, he's going to have a hard time getting out. And he needs to really rely on that charge shot. He did pretty well with those charge shots against Gay Rat, but now it's going to be against a character that Eloquence will go in and he will oppress you. So you have to make your opportunities. You can't find opportunities to charge your projectiles or throw them out, as that's a quick 52 just like that. Tactics, our Snake player, says that this character is Sonic and Steve if they were both bad. Because the side B is kind of like spin dash, and Iggy has the up tilt up air combo, or the up air combos just like Steve, and just throwing the Mecha Koopa right in his face. And Luigi Boy tried going for the down air for the early stock, really wanted to kill him at 0, and the down smash does not connect, but what connects is the back air and the cannonball. And now the Dark Samus trying to recover, misses another tech, stuck in the ledge, get up attacks, and just gets charged at throughout the entire stage by Iggy. Gets hit by the down smash. And now just Luigi Boy, he has to figure... Never mind.
And that's our Iggy player.
Yep, that's our Iggy. As he just charges through against anyone and just continues to swing. Yeah, but the thing that neither Sonic nor, well, never mind. I was going to say that Iggy has set play, but Steve has so much. Steve has probably the most set play in the game, which he's able to set up blocks. He's able to set up TNT, set up minecart.
That's pretty much just like a lot of his game.
Yeah, he's playing his own game. We're all playing Minecraft Bed Wars, but only Steve has the Minecraft equipment. But other than that, it's just Iggy's set play with Mecha Koopa and up B is annoying to be honest.
Yeah.
But man, it's so good.
Mhm.
Especially the way that Eloquence pilots him.
Mhm.
And I think that's really what this team is mulling over. Like, what the heck do we do?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
like just kind of just sitting around with the rest of the team being like, okay, who has experience against Bowser Jr.?
Mhm.
Which the answer is not much.
Yeah, probably not a lot. I would say so. If you are in Indiana Wesleyan, who would you send in?
Um, Yikes. I would send in. I saw it on one of their games. I forgot the tag though, but I would send in either the Toon Link
Mhm.
or the Sonic. I
Mhm.
would not send in Yeti on dock. Um, Bowser versus Bowser Jr. is the way that Eloquence plays it is not good.
Mhm.
And they are sending in Dogmaster Gaelic on Bowser. So never mind.
Mhm.
Um, Bowser is able to live for a very long time and kill kill he has a relatively hard time to kill, so that means Bowser can live for a really long time.
Mhm.
And with Bowser, all you need is two to three hits per stock, especially if you get the right hits. um, but yeah, I feel like Eloquence already has a good download on this Bowser from what we saw from him last game. So it's just going to be how is Dogmaster going to respond? How is he going to change up his gameplay?
Mhm.
Because the way that this matchup could go is either Bowser lives to super high percent and kills Iggy at absurdly low percent,
Mhm.
or Bowser just gets comboed until the cows come home. Um, in which we already have it started, which 51 calls out the high up B, barely misses the second part of his up B though, just to get hit by another up air. And that's the thing. Iggy did all that damage, and Bowser's only one hit away from tying the damage. He wanted him dead.
So bad.
Yeah, that almost. I think that would have at least kill screened, and that one kills Sparks at least. That is another stock favoring Eloquence. The cannonball usually not a good projectile, but works there. And now going for jab, stuck in the corner just to get hit by down air. I mean, just to hit down air to get out. If you're the Bowser player, what do you want to do?
Honestly, I feel like you gotta be getting close to the Iggy and stuff. I mean, Iggy also wants to be as close as possible to you too, but you gotta be able to play it in a kind of defensive way right now. Like Eloquence is just really kind of putting it on there, and they gotta have some kind of counter to him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Technically, this is. I don't even know how this matchup goes. I don't know how father versus son conflict goes. But the back air connects. The forward smash doesn't connect though. The cannonball still getting Bowser off stage. Bowser having to recover low, and he does it, but gets hit by the up B, and that's going to be
Wow.
another stock favoring the Yellow Jackets. And now three stocks to one, gets the side B, but misses the down air, unfortunately. Well, never mind. As he gets a 48% instead of the down air.
Wow.
Yep, the side B does have armor on it, so it beats through the Bowser up B. And Dodge Master Gaelic has just been stuck in all these combos, and the set play just like that takes the stock. Easy three stock for Eloquence, and now it's going to be last player for Indiana Wesleyan.
I'll say nothing new that we see on our Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We see an Eloquence just take stocks like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, just absolute robbery. Like no no gun needed. Like it
Uh,
was just crazy.
yeah.
That's the set play that I'm talking about. Not only Mecha Koopa, but with Bowser Jr.'s up B. It's not
Mhm.
only the exploding cart down there,
Mhm.
but it's also you could choose if you want to swing while you're out of the cart,
Mhm.
and most of the Bowser Jr. clones swing a scepter. So that was while they were in their little without their cart and they're just in the air, they could
Mhm.
swing their scepter and that thing hurts.
I'm gonna say, and
Yeah,
he calculated that perfectly from the exploding his cart right up
yeah,
into
he
that
has.
scepter. Like that was what a great play.
He saw the lines. He
He
saw the
saw
angles. He was in the
Uh,
matrix. As now they are sending in top point with Rob, um, and now Eloquence is banning Town, PS2, and FD,
mhm.
which are good state. Well, every stage is good for Rob, but
Mhm.
I think the goal is to make the Rob approach. Those are the big stages, and Eloquence doesn't want him to have a lot of room.
Hmm.
And as they choose small battlefield, which there is not a lot of room,
Yeah,
um,
hence the small.
yep. Now it's going to be stuck with a lot of the things that Iggy can do,
Hmm.
and Iggy, when he's able to play the game, plays is really difficult to deal with. And now it's just going to be how can Top Point figure out, or can he figure out how to get around all these projectiles,
Hmm.
all this set play, the down air, the jabs. As once again, Eloquence doesn't need to lose his stock because he has not lost one yet, and that's a quick 39 as he side Bs again. Rob stuck in shield though in the corner, tries to roll out but takes 75 for it. Now in the corner again, rolls past everything, and the side B hits. But Eloquence had a side B of his own. As the up air gets hit by the Mecha Koopa, and that side B gets punished by a forward smash. And the last thing you want Iggy to have is another tool just like that, because Gyro is a good combo tool for both Rob, but Iggy is also a character that's based off of using a outside item that can also combo with Mecha Koopa, but Gyro's just overall better and made a kill like that. Now 55% once again. The side B makes it to 72. Um, the thing with Rob, I feel like most of that's another stock. Never mind, I might not even be able to talk. 21% already, or only 21% with two stocks taken. And now the Nair misses the dash attack but gets the knuckle sandwich called the F tilt. And now forward air misses, but the Nair into up throw, up air, up air, up air, 68%. And now 59, and calls out the roll with the side B, does a side B of his own, and the up smash doesn't connect. And Top Point is just throwing a lot of his hard hitting moves out, which does make them stale if they hit. But if they miss, just puts them in a big disadvantage. Uh oh. I know Eloquence is trying to go for something funny. He knows he's on stream. As he misses grabbing the Mecha Koopa though. Yeah, he's fishing for something. As he misses the back air though, trying to recover as he is able to. And once again, the Rob at 134. Eloquence on 89 on his last stock, now 94. And the back air connects. I thought for some reason that was up air that kill screen. I'm like, there's no way. But that is going to be it, as Eloquence on Iggy cleaning up the rest of the game like it was no one's business, which is going to be a GG's and the dominant win if you were the Yellow Jackets that you were looking for, a 5-0 and a 9-0.
Yeah, I would say, and BW came in and handled their business today. A lot of great reps for our team here, and just kind of being able to see again with Indiana Wesleyan being a new school in the conference, seeing how we adjusted. And I would say we adjusted pretty well today.
Yeah.
Um, But so that is the end of today's game. We have another game at 12 for Valorant. We are playing Bethel at noon. So we're gonna end stream. We'll be back in about 50 some minutes. But kind of looking at the rest of Smash's schedule going into next week. We play Cleveland State University on the Esports U stream next week, and we will be traveling to CSU to play that game.
Yes.
And so if you are going to want to watch this, keep up with everything that's going on. It's going to be a huge matchup. It's basically two top dogs in the conference going at each other, and it's always usually a great matchup too. So next Thursday, Esports U stream will not be on this stream. It will be on Esports U. And then also next Saturday, we will be playing Albion as well at noon. Just because they have another game at 10. That is TBD, just to make sure that we are still playing that game. But the Yellow Jackets are currently 3-0. Looking to improve to 5-0 next week. So stay tuned in. And again, if you have a Twitch Prime sub and you're on Twitch, please use it. Hit the follow button. And yes, Benny, there is GLEC on a Thursday since it is a special stream. So we also have another one at the end of the year or at the end of October against Mountain Union. So that'll also be another Esports U stream. So again, thank you everyone for coming out today. I'm Coach Grasso.
This is LT Barone, and CSU, we're coming for you next.
I like it. Here we go.